So this is Jared with my Arduino project video. I made this project with Yunho, and what it is it's a lot like the game Simon, where you have 10 lights come on in a random sequence, and then what happens is all the lights turn on, and then the player's job is to remember as much of that sequence as they can and press the corresponding buttons. As you can see, there are 4 lights and 4 buttons, taking up a total of 8 digital pins, and each button corresponds to 1 light. Normally, the Arduino has this tin foil on top of it, but just for the purpose of this video, for lighting, I'm just going to remove it. And so I'm just going to run it a couple of times to show you how it works. So you see 10 lights come on in a random order, and then, so I remember as much of it as I can. Red, blue, you see it flashes off and on when you press it. Yellow, yellow, green, it was blue again? No, it wasn't. So you see the lights tell you your score. You have light 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what happens is, say they light up, and that tells you that you got that amount right. So for example, lights 1 and 4 just lit up before, telling me that I got 5 right, because 1 plus 4 equals 5. So you get 3 right, then only the 3rd light would come on. So how the code works is, what happens is the 10 lights come on and off in a random sequence, and what the code does is it puts them in a list, and then when the user presses the buttons, it also puts those buttons in a list. So for example, if the red light comes on, it puts the number 1 in a list. If the yellow light comes on, it puts 2, green light 3, and blue light 4. And the same thing for the buttons. If someone presses the button furthest to the left, it goes 1, second button 2, third button 3, fourth button 4, and so on. And then further down in the code, there's an if statement that compares the positioning of each list. So it says if the number in the button list is not equal to the number in the light list, then it should just stop the whole code and turn off all the lights and show you your score, like I'll show you here. So I'm just going to lose on purpose. So you see the first one's blue. So it's the number in the light list is 4. So if I press button 1, everything turns off, telling you that you've lost. And when you win, what happens is the lights do this kind of fancy flashing sequence that I'll show you just by changing the variables. So the 10 lights come on, and what's going to happen right after, that's what the lights do when you win. And I had a lot of difficulty comparing the 2 lists, the light list and the button list, and then I realized that the positioning was actually incorrect, and that I had to fix that, and so I was able to overcome it, but it was quite difficult, and it took a lot of time. So, yeah, that's my Arduino project.